Hey everybody, it's Jason Blaha here, and once again it is time for the Monday Q&As. So let's do it. First question. Do competitors make money out of powerlifting meets? No man, powerlifting meets cost you money. You don't make anything. There are a lot of pro athletes in certain sports who really don't make enough to live on. And we shouldn't even call those people pro athletes, and powerlifting would be one of them. If you're making any money off powerlifting, it's off of your coaching services, your book sales, your YouTube channels. You're not making money winning meets. In fact, most top-level powerlifters have normal jobs of some type. Now, a lot of them are coaches, personal trainers, and things like that, but they have jobs outside of powerlifting, just like most pro bodybuilders do. So some of this, I don't know why people throw this word pro on stuff, but no, I mean, meets, you don't make any money. You lose money. So it's one of those sports you do because you love it and because you're basically sick in the head like me. All right, next question. What are the fundamental benefits of training full body compared to upper, lower? You guys will notice I don't ever write stuff as upper, lower, and things like that. Just like the intermediate program that I put out, some people are trying to call it an upper, lower, but they don't realize I tag the word accessories on every day. Do you know why I did that? I did that for a reason. Because if you feel like you need extra squat accessories or extra hamstring work, you can do it on your bench press, overhead press, and row day. Deadlift is more, in a lot of ways, an upper body lift potentially than it is a lower body lift, depending on the person. Yet it is on the lower day. So I don't actually believe in dogmatic splits at all. I don't even like the concept. I think it's stupid. I hate it. And I don't write split routines in that way. I might split up certain lifts on certain days, but I'll always let you program your accessory work in a way that it would still be full body if you wanted to make it that way. And that's the advantage that full body has. If you're training full body every time you're in the gym, you have more flexibility. You're not stuck and limited to, well, I really know that I need to do more overhead pressing for whatever reason. Doesn't matter whether you're an athlete or a bodybuilder or whatever. You need more overhead pressing for your development and your strength and what you're trying to do. You know that you're fully recovered enough to do it, ideally, but it happens to be your pull day. So do you not overhead press because you're stuck in some sort of dogmatic system that assigns body parts on a day? That's why full body is superior. That's the actual reason, because you don't have to be stuck doing anything on any given day. You can program and even fill in lifts and things without any concern for if it's the right day or not. You can do everything based upon how your body is functioning, how you're recovering, what you need the most that day, not, oh, it's my arm day, it's my lower body day, it's my upper body day, it's my pull day. You don't have to worry about any of that shit. You just program what you need as you go. Or it can be pre-written into a program that way to work around someone's weaknesses. And you don't have to think about that silly shit, push, pull, upper, lower, arm day, chest day, whatever that is. That is the advantage of full body. Complete freedom to set things up how you need. And to me, that's what full body training is. You can train your whole body every time you're in the gym to some degree. You don't have to. Some stuff can be left out, but if you're squatting, pulling, and pressing of any type, it's already full body automatically. All right, next question. And this is from Mr. Jonnie Candito. If you stopped using PEDs for a full year starting now, what do you think your total would be after that year is over? I don't know, Johnny, what would your total be? All right, but to the question itself, I'm going to assume I'm getting an exception here for TRT because I'm not one of those guys that needs TRT just because my testosterone levels is low. With my Meniere's disease, I have severe late-stage Meniere's, which means my body, most people in my position, their body starts overproducing cortisol, and in my case, I start overproducing cortisol well above the normal range, even when I'm resting. And it pushes my testosterone down. It affects my insulin sensitivity. And then when my testosterone goes down lower, my cortisol is allowed to rise even higher. And there's an inverse relationship there. And what I had suggested with my doctors, because they know I'd had Meniere's before, and my cortisol always stayed low when I used to use gear, and they said, well, you're low enough to qualify for TRT, and I talked with an endocrinologist, and we decided to try the TRT to see if it would push my cortisol levels down also. So it wasn't just low testosterone. I had 2 different hormonal reasons. And it worked. He put me on 150 milligrams of testosterone. My testosterone shot up. My cortisol went down. And chronically elevated cortisol all the time is a health issue. It made it very, very difficult to train. Not just the low testosterone. Women train with low testosterone compared to a man all the time. I couldn't hardly train. Like, I would come in and do 2 or 3 sets, and I would have to go lay down for an hour. And then I would get hypoglycemic because the elevated cortisol affects insulin sensitivity. So for me, it's not an option. So assuming, barring that, if I were to go back to the normal range, I don't think I would be able to hit the potential that I wanted, but could my total go up a little bit over the next year? Yeah, I could probably put 10 kilos on my total over the next year on just TRT. Because a lot of people aren't aware that even on just TRT, nothing more, when I got back to training, I actually had a 180 kilo squat and a 230 kilo deadlift with straps, and like a 110 kilo pause bench within a year, like 1 year of walking back into the gym while on just normal TRT. So I was progressing pretty good, and by that same token, I had a bigger total than I have right now. 3 years after I came completely off gear, had been completely natty on no TRT or anything. Before my endocrine system got messed up, I actually was a lot stronger than I currently am right now. I would have beaten my current meat lifts back then. 3 years completely clean. So in the normal hormone range, I could probably build back up to that level. It would just take a lot longer than it would with elevated levels.